My boyfriend dumped me the day after he proposed. Too bad I've got the kidney that he needs. Story time. So my boyfriend Steve and I had the perfect relationship, to the point where people said that we were the reason people believed in love at first sight. Before Steve proposed, we had always spoken about the fact that we would probably have a long engagement so that we could save money, and we also wanted to be in a better place financially, career-wise, all that sort of thing. He got into a terrible car accident. It was genuinely awful. A drunk driver hit him head on. This guy was driving the wrong way up the road and just smacked straight into Steve's car. So I obviously ran to the hospital as soon as I heard what had happened. They operated on this man for 12 hours, and they said if they hadn't have got to him in time, it wouldn't have saved his life. And when he came out of theatre, the doctors said that he would need a kidney transplant. And I was there with Steve's parents, and we all knew that at least one of us would be able to give him a kidney. We started testing that day to find out who would be the perfect match for Steve. And strangely enough, it came back that I was the better match than his parents. So I was like, great, when am I being cut open? When can my guy have a kidney? They made it very clear that they didn't want to operate straight away. They wanted Steve to build up a bit of strength still. So they confirmed that the operation will be done in 6 months. So let's fast forward a little bit now. Steve got better, and he said that the accident made him realise that I was the one. He really wanted to get married, so he proposed. It was great. So the next day I come home from work. I expect to see Steve on the sofa, relaxing, recuperating, because, you know, he did get smashed into by a drunk driver like a couple of months ago. But apparently Steve's got better things to be doing. And at this point, I was really starting to panic. Steve couldn't get around too well on his own still. He needed a lot of support and help. So I'm running around the house stressing, and I decide that it's probably best to call Steve's parents to see if they know where he is. I decided it's probably best to ring his parents, and his mother answered. Sandra, we love her mother-in-law. Tell me for why. This woman is screaming at me. Like, Sandra, please calm your tits, you're going to take someone's eye out. And she proceeds to tell me that Steve doesn't want to speak to me. And at that point, my heart sank. I spent the next few days barely sleeping. I was tossing and turning all night trying to work out what happened. I cared for him whilst he was sick. And let's not forget the fact that I literally offered this man my kidney. Baffling behaviour from Steve. So finally, one day the phone rings. Beep, boop, beep, it's Steve. He goes on to explain that the accident had made him realise that even though he really loves me, he doesn't actually want to spend the rest of his life with me. And the insults started. This man is calling me all sorts of names. He's calling me lazy, unattractive, unhygienic. And then just to add insult to injury, he called me boring. I could not believe what I was hearing. My guy literally wanted to marry me yesterday, so what's happened? He also then asked if we could still be friends, which, like, no. And then the line dropped. The line dropped. He asked if it would still be okay to borrow my kidney. Call me old-fashioned, but no ring, no kidney. And that has only told me that his family had already told him about the fact that they